to talk to you a little bit about Thanksgiving and Christmas. If your household or your family or anything like my family, you're going to have turkey, and you're probably going to bake a pretty big turkey. I know for Thanksgiving, my family, we baked a big 20-pound turkey. So then what do you do with the leftover turkey? Well, usually here in America, at least, we start into the turkey tetrazzini, turkey a la king, turkey sandwiches, turkey soup, and you still have turkey left over, and you don't know what to do with it. And so I've got an idea here. What I developed is an idea to use the leftover turkey that I thought would be original and spicy and very, very yummy. And I call it turkey kimchi bokkeumbap, which is turkey kimchi fried rice. The first ingredient I have here is a mixture of 2 tablespoons of grapeseed oil and 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. Now the reason I'm using grapeseed oil is that it has a very high cooking temperature. It does not burn very easily. The next thing I have here are onions. I have about a 1/4 cup of raw onion. I just have a white onion I just chopped up. And I've also got 2 green onions chopped up here as well. And I'm going to throw that in first because it's raw and it's going to take a while to cook. The next thing I have is kimchi. And this happens to be a mild kind of kimchi, and I do have about 1.5 cups of it here. And I did chop it up into pretty small pieces. Now, don't get hung up too much on the exact measurement of the ingredients here. I'm telling you, 1/4 cup of onion and a 1.5 cups of kimchi. Don't have to worry about running to the grocery store to buy yourself an extra cup of kimchi. Just use what you have in the refrigerator. I mean, after all, this is a recipe about leftovers. The next thing I have is garlic, and I do have 2 cloves finely minced. Then next I have rice, and I happen to be using basmati rice here, and I've got about 2 cups, give or take, of basmati rice. Whatever you have at home is fine, whether it's the Japanese style more sticky rice like you'd use for sushi, or if you have the traditional American long grain rice. Whatever you have, just use it. The next thing I have here is turkey, and you can see that it is thoroughly cooked. And I've cut it up into really small pieces, and I've got about 2 cups here, and this happens to be breast only. Next I have a raw egg, and I have scrambled it. And you're probably asking yourself, wait a minute, she says she's cooking the raw stuff first. Why is the egg at the end? Well, the reason I have the egg at the end is because it doesn't take as long to cook. If you were to throw the raw egg in at the beginning, you can do that, but then by the time you're done heating up and cooking everything else, it's going to be very overcooked, and instead of looking nice and yellow, it's going to look really brown and really kind of gross. So just throw it in at the end, and you cook it very slowly, and it'll cook up just fine at the end. The next thing I have here is salt and pepper to taste, and I have maybe 1/4 teaspoon each of salt and pepper. Then I have here gochujang. I have here a tablespoon of gochujang, and the kind of gochujang I happen to have here is called taeyangcho gochujang, and it's pretty spicy stuff. You can find gochujang that's probably not quite so spicy. Talk to your Korean grocer about the best kind of kimchi or the best kind of gochujang to use for your recipes. They are very helpful, and they'll be able to help you pick the right kind for you. But this is the pretty spicy stuff. The last ingredient I have here are the toasted sesame seeds. I have here about a teaspoon, and I'm just going to throw it in at the end. It's for a garnish. And so after everything's all mixed up and cooked and we're getting ready to present it, this is the last thing I'm just going to throw on at the top. It's really good. I wish you all were here to be able to sample a little bit of this with me, but since you're not, you're going to have to try this out for yourself and decide if you like it as much as I do. Thank you for watching.